Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 14 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. And here I am painting the rest. So, oh, frog. I've been having lots of frogs in my throat the last week or so. It's interesting what, keeps going on and on and on. So, I am painting some flowers. Lots of flowers. Here and there and everywhere. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. You know how that goes. I'm taking something that's a flower arrangement and using it as kind of the color guides and seeing what's gonna happen here. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I'm not like stuck on trying to get it exactly perfect, or but I just thought I would kind of make it similar to what's happening. I like to use like flowers from my mom's garden and different things, because I always say that the flowers that I make are generally not real flowers. My mom is the green thumb, and I just paint like I pretend like I have one. But I sure don't. So we just go with the flow. And I'm just kind of not really, I probably shouldn't have done flowers tonight because my concentration skills tonight are probably not here as much as I would want them to be when I'm doing something like this, because I feel a lot more abstract tonight, and this is probably a little more the night, like if I'm making flowers, I should be a little more serious. Oh, not that that has to be how it goes, but that's how it has to go. So anywho, we're just gonna go along with what we're doing, and whatever it turns out, it turns out. Like I said, it's not, it's a more, I feel more abstract. So, it's been a good day, and it's been a learning day, and it's been a hard day, and it's been a lot. But it's also been good for Owen to kind of work through some of his emotions. Some days there's the struggle of how we like can kind of get through some moments without yelling. And he gets like that some days, and today was one of those days that he felt more like he needed to express what he was thinking than handling it or being okay with it. And it's some days are hard like that. Some days are kind of more I don't know, about how we're not doing something, or how it's just rough around the edges. So today he wanted to he's been really good about not screaming at me for several days now, and then today kind of ended that little moment in time. He it was there for the moments, the liking here and there. And it's just hard because like I said, he was doing so good about it, and then we just kind of took a detour from all of it. But again, we've gone through some very busy days over this past week. I was trying to think how long all my days are blending together. We had some relatives. This is totally not the flower I was going for, but I'm in love with it. It's got the greens. This is why I never change my brushes, because it's got the colors from here. So we're just going for that. That really truly was not how it was supposed to come out. So I'm excited. I'm completely excited how that just took place. So but it's just been a lot of emotions, a lot of attitude, a lot of coming and going, and a lot of great, absolutely fantastic moments. So it's a combination. I can't say that he's had really a hard time, because he's done so incredibly well on so many fronts. So today was just kind of one of those reminder days that we aren't done with summer yet. We're just kind of going through some things. He was screaming a little bit more today because once he's told no on something, it's hard to recover from those moments. He gets very, I'm going to say kind of bent out of shape, because he forgets that we have to behave. He will do something that he knows he's not supposed to do, and then it happens, and it's hard, because again, that's one of those moments where he shouldn't stress so much about everything that's going on. But how do you even stop that from happening? I mean, that's, we all stress about things. We all want everything to work out the way it should. And that's just not how it always happens. It's just not. So, and he's still learning how to deal with his emotions, deal with my emotions, deal with the world, deal with, the things that are happening and why things are happening. And, it's hard. It's hard. So he, he went through some things again, this evening. He wanted me to know it. And so he was screaming at me, and we're supposed to go. He asked to go to the pool tomorrow, and he was doing really, 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 really well for several days. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Today is Thursday, so he's done really well since Saturday, mostly. I mean, he's had a few moments here and there, but I mean, like I said, in the grand scheme of where we're at, he's done incredibly well. So today the yelling again kind of started, and that's hard because he doesn't need to yell. Who needs to yell? But when he's trying to get his point across, he doesn't completely understand how to maneuver through all of those moments, So yelling was what we were up against. And that wasn't my favorite time of day. And so I told him, I said, you can keep yelling at me and we can not go to the pool tomorrow, or we can work on your breathing exercises and possibly still go to the pool tomorrow. But I'm not going to tell you until tomorrow if we're going to be able to go to the pool tomorrow. And, again, that's hard because he wants to know what he wants to know when he wants to know it. And I get it, but I don't want to give in on something or tell him that he's allowed to do something when he's having behaviors. And he's old enough now that he can work through those moments. He's old enough now that he is learning how to breathe through things, and that he cannot let all his emotions always win. Behavior and meltdowns are completely different. They are not the same thing. And when you think about that, it's an emotional thing that he is going through. And I can't backtrack on trying to teach him emotions just because emotions and behavior and all of this because he wants to go someplace or he wants to do something. I can't not keep moving and saying, baby, we got to do what we got to do, and you got to behave, because we just can't. We can't have, we almost had a problem, people. I like to put too much paint on my paintbrush. But we can't have all of that just all the time. It has to kind of work together. And we have to be able to understand that we as a team have to go through this. So learning and growing and, putting it all together, that's what this is all about. And he's getting through it. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot for him. to maneuver through. So this is me trying to explain everything to you while I'm painting and thinking and looking and coloring colors and all of that all at the same time. So but it's just, it's emotionally a lot for him to it's just a lot. It's a lot. It's just a lot. But he was able to work with me. He was able to kind of think back through some of it and talk to me about what was going on. He couldn't really express, like, he has a hard time with his emotions, but he was able to kind of just kept asking about the pool. And so we went back through those breathing techniques and kind of getting through some of those moments, which helped a lot. And just being able to kind of think about what he was doing and what he was saying and why he was screaming at me. And I don't expect him to have all of those answers. And so we went through them together because, again, that's hard for him to necessarily know how to handle something or how to express something. And so he has to figure out his words and his meanings in things. But I don't want him to not know how the conversation goes or not be in that moment of how we would work through something. And so that's important to me, to kind of just look at these moments and be able to express what he's feeling and what he's thinking and how that's going. And that's, like I said, that is what I'm like thinking and considering while all of this other stuff is going on there. So, the flowers, and I need to make the white a little more full. Once white, sometimes white and yellow are probably like some of the hardest to really a lot of times when you do white, you actually do other colors to make white, in the sense of like you'll use grays or creams, or some people use golds and yellows and oranges to make whites brighter. And it depends on your paint. But you just, like, it's, it has to kind of be layered and maneuvered to really like shine white. And so that's what I'm kind of trying to go back through and just pair this up a little bit more. So, getting there. The arrangement that this is based off of actually is in a vase. Do you say vase or vase? But I decided I just didn't want to do the vase. So I'm just kind of making it a mess. I liked it when it was a little tighter, but that's okay. We're just going to leave it before I get too crazy with all of that. I should have kept it down here a little bit more. So I'm going to make the rest of this a little bit longer so that it sticks out. So, voila. Getting there. Okay. I think that's what we're going to do. Maybe just a little more. Oops. I got involved in the red there, and so it went in the red, but that's okay. I should have a little bit darker purple, but I cleaned off my counter, so I'm going through that, and well, let's just say now I don't have all my paints where I can easily get to them yet. Hopefully, okay, I'm making more of a mess. Hopefully I can do that tomorrow and get that back on track. There's like it needs to go. Okay, I'm gonna leave it before I keep putting things where they don't belong. This should be a little less dramatic, but oh well. So I think we're about there. I think. Okay, so we do O for Owen, and then L and B. There we go. All right, thanks so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles.